We're back in Cancun's hotel zone to check the Sargassum situation, and today, the conditions are mixed. Some areas look very clean and swimmable. Others have visible Sargassum either in the water, on the sand, or floating just offshore. And from the drone, you can clearly see how much the situation changes from one section of the coast to another. As always, this can change very quickly, so we're showing you exactly what we saw on the day we filmed. This was filmed on Thursday, July 9th, 2026, so let's take a look beach by beach. We'll start at Playa Delfines, fly a little farther south toward Punta Nizuc, then move north along the hotel zone, passing areas like Playa Ballenas and Playa Marlene, before checking Playa Chac Mool, Playa Forum, Punta Cancun, and Playa Caracol. From above, you'll see why beach reports can be so confusing. One section can look almost perfect, while just a short distance away, the water can look completely different. We're starting at Playa Delfines, one of Cancun's most famous public beaches, and this is where we're getting the drone up first. Today, Playa Delfines is still in very good shape. There's a little bit of Sargassum on the sand and some scattered patches floating in the water, but nothing that looks critical. Cleanup crews are actively working, people are swimming without any obvious issues, and the water is mostly clear, with some Sargassum visible here and there. The smell is very mild today and not really bothersome. Honestly, we would definitely swim here if we didn't have to keep moving and check the rest of the beaches for you guys. From Playa Delfines, we're flying a little farther south toward Punta Nizuc to show you what conditions look like in this part of the hotel zone. As you can see, the situation here looks very similar to Playa Delfines. Clean, calm, and very nice overall, with only some patches of Sargassum floating offshore. So, at the time of filming, this area looks very good. Now we're moving north along the coastline from Playa Delfines, passing areas like Playa Ballenas and Playa Marlene. Along this whole stretch, the situation is more or less the same, and honestly, not bad at all. Most of the beach looks clean, and while there are visible patches of Sargassum floating offshore, they are not huge. If they wash onto the sand, this is the kind of amount that cleanup crews can usually deal with fairly quickly. Of course, that doesn't mean this area will look exactly the same tomorrow, but on the day we filmed, this stretch looked pretty good. Our next stop is Playa Chac Mool, which is right next to Playa Forum, near the Coco Bongo area. And this is where we saw the worst Sargassum conditions in the hotel zone today. When we visited Cancun beaches in June, most of the Sargassum in this area was concentrated closer to the end of Playa Forum. But today, Playa Forum itself looks bright and clean, while a lot of the Sargassum is sitting right here at Playa Chac Mool, both in the water and on the sand. Unlike some of the other beaches we checked today, here there is a lot of Sargassum not just on the beach, but in the water itself. The water looks brown, the Sargassum feels a little prickly and unpleasant to touch, and the smell is definitely not nice. We personally would not want to swim here today, and we're clearly not the only ones. This part of the beach is almost empty, while just a little farther away, you can see many people enjoying the sea at Playa Forum. And this is exactly why beach conditions in Cancun can be so confusing. Playa Chac Mool looks rough today, while Playa Forum, right next to it, looks clean, bright, and much more inviting. Just a quick note, while preparing this video, we checked a live webcam from this same area a couple of days later, and Playa Forum had more sargassum again. We had storms and heavy rain during those days, so wind and currents may have pushed more sargassum toward this part of the coast. And of course, the situation can change again in just a few days. Next, we're checking the northern part of the hotel zone around Punta Cancun and Playa Caracol near the lighthouse area. Compared with our last visit, this area looks much better today. The beaches look clean and beautiful, with only tiny scattered pieces of sargassum in the water and on the sand. There is no unpleasant smell today, and from what we can see, the small amount of sargassum here clearly isn't bothering people who are swimming, relaxing, and enjoying the beach. So, at the time of filming, this is one of the nicest looking areas we checked today. From above, you can really see why sargassum reports can be confusing. One section of the hotel zone can look almost perfect, while just a little farther down the coast, there may be sargassum floating offshore, washed up on the beach, or turning the water brown. That's why one person can visit Cancun and say the beaches were terrible, while someone else can visit a different beach or even the same area a few days later and have a completely different experience. Both can be true. Sargassum moves with wind and surface currents. Cleanup also makes a big difference. So the beach you see online today may look better, worse, or completely different by the time you arrive. If you're coming to Cancun soon and want us to check a specific beach or hotel area, let us know in the comments. Tell us where you'll be staying, and we'll try to include it in one of our future drone updates. We've also linked our detailed article and sargassum tracking tool in the description, so you can compare conditions across different areas before your trip. And if you want monthly beach condition updates from Cancun and more, be sure to subscribe.